A few days ago, I got laid off from the company I've been working for 11 years. I just turned 40. I have a family to support. And for the first time in basically my adult life, I don't have a corporate job waiting for me Monday morning. But in less than a week, we're loading our cameras into the RV and going to Sturgis, South Dakota to shoot one of the largest motorcycle rallies in the world. And we're going to find out whether this business I started on the side can become something more. I don't know whether losing my job was a disaster or the push I needed to finally build a different life. I've spent most of my adult career at one company, 11 years, my entire 30s. The job gave me stability, income, and a clear path forward. I knew what to expect each week. I could show up, put in my hours, get a paycheck, and move on with my life. I saw layoffs coming more and more frequently. That's what kind of made me start to panic and question the whole corporate lifestyle. Early on in my career, I was so busy climbing the corporate ladder, wanted to get as high as I could. And I, for the most part, did that. I got to middle management and kind of upper middle management. And I realized as I got further from the work I enjoyed doing, the less happy I was. I'm a very hands-on person. I like to build things, I like to create, and I'm an engineer. So when I got to a point where I wasn't doing engineering tasks anymore, I was just sitting in meetings talking about things and all these like corporate jargon. I kind of knew that corporate life wasn't the life I wanted to live. So when the layoff finally came for me, part of me was relieved, but definitely fear because, I'm used to getting paid every week. Even though all those years I was unhappy, I still wouldn't have really left because the comfort of having that paycheck, knowing I have stability for myself and my family, like there really wasn't a lot of reasons to leave. So I kind of felt maybe stuck in that corporate world that I think a lot of us millennials are. We look at the corporate world and think, this is how things are supposed to be. And it was more than just a paycheck. I kind of looked at my career as part of my identity. I was an engineer. I was the guy that worked at that company. And people saw me in that way, or at least I thought they did. So losing this job also kind of meant losing my identity a little bit. Starting over at 40 definitely feels a lot different than starting at 25. I have responsibilities and people depending on me. I think a lot of people our age are starting to wonder, is corporate the only way to go? Is there a different way to live our lives and still be okay, still meet our goals, and still feel proud at the end of the day of what we're doing? While working in corporate, I was building something on the side. A friend asked me to help with this podcast, and I was able to spend nights and weekends learning the ins and outs of podcast filming, editing, color correction, all those things. I ended up buying my own camera gear, and that's when I started Bay Moto Photo. I've always been a motorcycle rider for a long time, and I always knew that people need photos of themselves riding, especially building our bikes to be a unique expression of what we like and who we are. So once I got my first camera, I set up kind of makeshift sign and started on a roadside here in a popular destination for riders. And before I knew it, the business kind of took off quickly. I was making enough money to cover the gear I was buying. And then I started making enough money to cover a lot of expenses that I was getting. And, it definitely wasn't enough to replace my corporate salary, not even close. But I was able to pay off my RV and pay off my motorcycle and was able to turn that money into some fun money. The photography income was definitely inconsistent. It's very seasonal. Sometimes you do well when you shoot a rally. Sometimes it rains and you don't get to work at all. I wasn't making enough to leave corporate, but I started kind of wondering, at what point can I make the transition away from corporate and into my own business? And walking away voluntarily just felt irresponsible. You see the people on Instagram and YouTube saying I left corporate, look at me. But it's a lot easier when you're on that side of things, telling people hey, leave your job. It's going to be all good. But as someone who was, making some decent money and having people to provide for, I couldn't just throw that all down the drain. I told myself, a few more years, we'll just make sure our finances are rock solid. And then a few more years, we'll make the leap and leave corporate. Apparently, the decision was made for me. So with the corporate job behind me, now I thought instead of getting another job, I really want to take a run at making Bay Moto Photo what I dreamed it could be. They say to build a lifestyle business. And honestly, hanging out with motorcycle riders and sports car drivers, going to motorcycle rallies, traveling the country, shooting photography of motorcycles, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. Whether that can pay the bills or not, that's a different question. And that's something that I'm prepared to find out over the next year or so. I may eventually need a regular job again, but for now, this could be the very best thing that's ever happened to me. Or it could become an expensive lesson. Fortunately, I do have some runway. I did save some of that money that I was making before to pay off some debt, have a little reserve. I did get a severance. So I do have some time to try to give this a run, but there's definitely a clock ticking. I don't want to just waste this opportunity and just jump right back into a life I was unhappy with. I want to give this a real, honest, disciplined attempt. Not blindly or recklessly. I mean, I've crunched the numbers and it does feel possible. So in a few days, we leave for Sturgis, South Dakota. I went to this rally last year and shot roadside. Tons of people going by, couples smiling, waving. People seem to really get excited when they see the camera. They'd go online and buy the photos or get prints delivered. And I was honored to capture those moments. It was honestly a great trip. We had a lot of fun driving there in the RV. We had adventures on the way back, stopping at Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons. It was honestly a life-changing trip. I kind of saw what life would be like if I was that traveling digital nomad. And it was hard to go back to my corporate job and just sit in meetings talking about nothing and reports that are made up so we can feel like we're important. So this year is proving whether last year was just a fluke and we made a decent sum of cash, or whether this can actually be a repeatable business model. The difference is that last year it was for fun and any money I made was a nice bonus. This year I need it to work. It kind of has to work. For the first time, this isn't just like a side adventure. This is like my real job. We leave on Sunday and it'll take 4 days to get out there. We're going to stop at a few scenic places, enjoy the trip on the way out. And one of my photographer friends, Ethan, will also be coming along for the ride, and he will be shooting on a separate route. So this year we'll be trying 2 routes for the first time instead of just me trying different routes each day. But the things that keep me up at night are, will this be a profitable trip? Can I make enough money? Does 2 routes make sense? Can this lifestyle support my family, or will I have to go back and get a real job? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to avoid work. I'm just trying to build a lifestyle that I want. I have this rare opportunity to actually go for it. And so many of us are just stuck in the one way of living life that we've been told to do, that I feel like for me, it's time to give it a try and try it another way. I want something that connects with my life: travel, motorcycles, RV trips, nature, hiking. I'm not trying to become like an influencer or anything, but I wanted to document this and maybe inspire people who are kind of in the same boat to try something else, start that side business, take a risk. The pain of staying the same has to be worse than the pain of trying something new. So with that, I want to show the real process of running a business, starting small, the mistakes I make, the successes I have, and share with you the things I've learned along the way. So maybe you can skip a few steps and jump right into it yourself. I'm not going to be selling a workshop. There's no free PDF download. Literally just me and you hanging out, chopping it up like we're all friends, talking business. 11 years ago, I knew exactly what my career was. I'd show up, do the work, get the paycheck. Today, I don't know what the next year is going to look like. And that's frightening. But it's also the first time the future feels completely open. I'm betting on myself, and honestly, I feel pretty good about that. So in a few days, we leave for Sturgis. The RV's full of gear. A friend's coming to meet me. And we're going to put this business to the test. There's no guarantee any of this is going to work, but I'm willing to find out. So I guess this is episode 1. Follow along for the journey. I hope this works.